This is a full demo and review of Invoice Crowd. It's an invoicing and accounting software that's built specifically for freelancers, consultants, agencies, and small business owners. You can use it to easily manage your invoices, estimates, and expenses. But is it worth it? Let's find out. Okay, so Invoice Crowd, it simplifies your invoicing, your expense tracking, and your accounting to help you save time and money. So you could use this to generate a professional invoice in a matter of seconds. So their homepage looks quite good, but how does their backend look like? So before we dive in, I want to invite you to like this video and also subscribe to my channel. Why? Because I have tons of videos in the pipeline ready to get published, and if you want to be the first to check out my future videos, you definitely want to be subscribed. So let's dive in. So when you log in to Invoice Crowd, you are greeted with this dashboard, which shows you at a high level how your business is doing. Okay, you could view your earnings here. You can view high-level statistics like how much money you've received, what's outstanding, and what's overdue, the invoices that are overdue. You also can view your revenue report. Okay, so you can see with this line graph, day-to-day, how much income you've received and what's your expenses like on a day-to-day basis. And on the right, top right, you can toggle to dark mode, or you can toggle back to the light mode. You can view your notifications, and then you can also view and edit your profile and notification settings and billing right here. And on this dropdown, you can add a new brand or company to your account, and you can also toggle between different brands right over here. Okay, so next up is estimates. So when you are speaking with a potential customer, you can create an estimate for them so they can review it, check out what you are offering, the pricing, before they decide to work with you. Okay, so you can view all the estimates that you've created right here. Okay, you can search for a specific one. You can create a new estimate, and I'll show you how to create a new estimate in a moment. It's basically like creating an invoice. You can even select different estimates. You can delete them. You can deselect estimates, and then you can also filter by specific customers, different businesses that you have in your account, and also by date. All right. And next up is invoices, which is the meat of this software. And you have 4 different invoicing options. Okay, so you can send off one-off invoices. Okay, so you can view all the invoices that you have here, invoice number, what the status is like, the customer, how much each invoice was, invoice date, when it was last sent, and other additional actions like editing them, sending them, previewing them, so on and so forth. Okay, so you have these one-off invoices. And to create an invoice, you click on this plus button, and you basically fill out this form, this invoice form. Very, very simple, very, very easy. Okay, so you can select your customer right over here. You can select your currency. You can add your logo, add all the information that you need to set up your invoice. All right, you can add the item like a product or a service that you are billing for. You can set up the quantity, how much that product or service costs. Okay, you can even add a product description. You can even add discounts, taxes if you want to add taxes there, and then you can add multiple items to this invoice. Okay, and then you can also add ship to information, terms and conditions. You can check out the subtotal here, amount due, so on and so forth. Okay, so basically everything you need to create a professional invoice in a matter of seconds. Now you have other actions as well. So if you open this actions panel, you can save it, you can preview it, copy this link and share it. You can mark it as paid. You can send this to your customers. You can download, mark as sent, or just delete it. Right? And you have multiple templates that you can choose. Okay, so you have a total of 6, but you can also select design them however you want to by changing the color and things like that. And I'll show you the templates in a moment. You also have other options as well, like GST right here, units, reminder options. Okay, so you can set up different reminders like on due date, before 1 day, before 7 days, so on and so forth. You can even charge late fees, payment stubs as well. You can set those up, payment methods. Okay, and I'll show you the payment methods in a moment, but you can toggle different payment methods that you can give to your customers to pay. And also accounting. Okay, so you can set up different accounting settings, like what income category this invoice should be under. Okay, and then manage your payments, like even set up partial payments. Okay, so if you want them to pay partial at first, you can set that up right over here. So a lot of settings to really make your invoices not only look professional, but also give your customers the options they're looking for to pay you in the way that you've agreed upon, right? You also have subscriptions right here. So if you want to send out subscription invoices, you have the option to do that. We have reoccurring invoices. So maybe if you are working with a customer where it's a monthly engagement, you can set up reoccurring invoices where you send them an invoice the first of every month. So that way you don't necessarily need to take the time to create the invoices manually. It'll automatically invoice them monthly. And then you also have payment links as well. Okay, so you can actually send links to your customers to pay. Okay. Next up are the items. So items are basically the services or the products that you will add to your invoices to charge for. Okay, so these are the items that you have here. You can create a new item and then name the item however you want to, a description. You can select the category, the quantity, price. Okay, you can even add selected like units, like if it's a specific item that's certain ounces, inches, so on and so forth. Your GST information right there. If you want to add a specific discount, you can do that, and also add taxes as well. All right. And then next up are the customers. So these are all the customers that you have. Okay, so you can add your customer here. So what I like to do is add the customers, add the items, and then when I'm creating the invoice, I'll be able to select the customer that I've created and the items that I've created as well right over here. So you can select the items right here in the dropdown, and then also in the customers, you can select the customers that you've added in the customers and items sections. Okay, so very, very easy, very, very straightforward. And then next up are the business profiles. So this is where if you have multiple businesses or brands, you can add them right here. Okay. Now to create a business profile, just click on this button right here. You can add your business logo, the name, address, additional information, currency, payment options. Okay, so you can toggle different payment options for this specific business profile. So you don't necessarily need to toggle everything on or off or set up everything again. You just set it up one time, toggle it, and you are done. SMTP. And you can also set up specific template colors for this specific business profile. Okay, so if you have a specific color that fits your brand, you can select that right here. And also all this, these color options will be displayed in your invoices, all right? And you can also set this as a default, select a default template for this business profile, okay? So really, really cool. You also have branding options and also settings as well. And the next one are the templates. Okay, so you've seen these just a moment ago, but you get started with 6 templates and you can edit them however you want to. Okay, so you can preview them or edit them. Let me click on preview. So you can preview the template, decide whether or not you want to use that to send out your estimates or invoices, right? So you can click on them, edit them. Let's just say we want to edit this one right here. Just click on this pencil icon, and you can basically edit the invoice however you want to. Okay, so you can click on this gear icon and change the different colors, padding, margins, label typography, content typography. So if your brand uses a specific set of colors or fonts, you can set that up right here to make sure that it matches your brand. Okay, and then you can, again, same deal, toggle, click on the gear icon to basically change anything you wish. Okay, so really, really easy, really, really simple. And then you can also change the global styles as well. Okay, so for example, if you are working with this template, click on styles, and then you can change it, right? So maybe you want this gray to turn, I don't know, purple or black, however you wish. Right? I think this gray color looks fine, right? And then you can also change the background color, heading color, right? So red or whatever, change it like that. So really easy to change and make your invoices look the way you want them to. Really professional. These don't look, poor at all. These are high quality templates. And then you can choose, whichever template you want to, and then edit them right over here. Okay, so really nice looking, professionally designed invoice templates. Okay, and if you've made changes to a template, you can preview it, and then also you could save it as. Okay, so maybe this one you can say template for customer 1, right? And you can have different designed templates for specific customers, different brands, different products. Okay, and then the next up are the payment methods. Okay, so Invoice Crowd has a handful of payment methods you can choose from. You have PayPal, which I've set up. Okay, you have Stripe, Razorpay, Authorize.net, Braintree, and also Payoneer. Okay, so Invoice Crowd actually partnered with Payoneer, which allows you to, it supports cross-border transactions. Okay, so depending on wherever you are operating around the world, you can invoice any customer across the world, have them pay you, receive money into your account. Okay, so really great. You can bill your global clients and get paid directly to your Payoneer account. Okay, so if PayPal or Stripe does not work for you, your business, or wherever you operate, you can use Payoneer as an alternative. Okay, you also have payment notes right here that you can set up. And then next up are the teams. So you can invite team members into your account so they can manage it, send out invoices, take a look at all of your data. Okay. And then next up is the accounting portion of this tool. So this is another huge part of the tool that allows you to set up and manage your expenses, your incomes, and really get a grasp of your bookkeeping and making sure your business is operating properly. Okay, so under accounting, you have expenses. So this is where you can manage all of your expenses. Okay, so you can view your expenses right here. You can view reoccurring expenses, like if you have different software, different bills that you have that you get charged every single month for, you have them right here. Specific one-off bills, vendors, okay, are right here. So you can add vendors by clicking on this button right here, okay, and then add the name, email, mobile, and then your bills here, reoccurring expenses. So if you, say for example, purchased something, right, all you do to track that as an expense is click on this button, and you can choose expense category. So your business profile, your category. So maybe you paid for gas, you can select gas, expense details. You can select the vendor, okay, which I've showed you just a second ago, and title, source, description, amount, all right, your currency, expense date. You can even also upload your receipt, currency conversion, reoccurring. If it's reoccurring, you can set that up right over here. Okay, so very, very easy to upload and track your expenses. Okay, and then you can also track your income. Okay, so when you send out invoices via Invoice Crowd, it'll show up in your income report. Okay, so a very, very easy way to track all of your invoices and see what your income is like. Okay, you can even see your one-off incomes, recurring incomes right here. And then you can also add income if you wish by clicking on the plus button and then adding all of your details right over here. Okay, and then your chart of accounts. Okay, so you can see all your list of chart of accounts, so you can categorize your expenses and incomes properly. All right, so if you are doing taxes, this is really important. So you can track everything, set all of your expenses and incomes according to your chart of accounts. Okay, so you can see all of your assets here, your liabilities, equity, income, and expenses. All right. And your profit and loss statement. So you could see month to month what your profit and loss is, right? You could see your gross profit, gross margin, expenses, right? How much revenue you've received month to month, how much you're spending, so on and so forth. So easy way to make sure you are tracking your P&Ls properly. And also trial balance right here, balance sheet. So in detail, what's going on in terms of how much cash, assets, things like that. Additional records right here, general ledger. Okay, so really important information you need to take a look at, to monitor, to make sure your business is healthy, right? So you could take a look at your general ledger right here. And also reports. So excellent reports. You could view your invoice details. So this shows you at a glance what your invoice details are like, right? So how much total invoiced, amount paid, amount due. Okay, you can view your different customers here. You can filter by different business profile, so on and so forth. Reports, okay, select report type, expense reports. Right here, you could select it right here too. You could view your expense reports, your income reports. So during tax season, you could basically pull up these reports. You can print them out, or you could send these reports to your accounting person or your tax accountant, right? So you can click on send, and then you can add your tax accountant's email here, and then send the report to them so they can use it to work on your taxes. Okay, so if you are someone looking to get your expenses together, get your business in line, right? If you are a freelancer or a small business owner, I know how hard it is to keep track of what's going on in your business, what's coming in, what's going out. So Invoice Crowd will able to help you keep track of everything, and it puts it into these very nice reports so you can view it at a glance and send it to your tax accountant during tax season so they can do your taxes accurately so you are not in the hook with the government. Okay, so if Invoice Crowd is something you are interested in, they have a lifetime deal on Appsumo. Okay, so you can actually purchase Invoice Crowd for only 89 bucks. Okay, so pretty affordable. Now with the deal terms, you can buy one code. Okay, with one code, you have access to 500 customer profiles. See, so that's quite a bit, right? So that's basically 500 customers, 5 business profiles. You get unlimited reoccurring payments. It's GST compliant. You have access to all invoice templates. And again, you can edit those templates however you want to. You also have access to allow customers to make partial payments as well to really tailor your services to whatever your customers are looking for. You have access to custom SMTP. You have all the accounting features. You also have estimates with basic proposal system, okay? And then again, also supports quite a bit of payment methods as well, which I've gone over with you. So with that said, hopefully you enjoyed this demo and review of Invoice Crowd. Feel free to click any of the videos on the screen to check out my other software reviews. And don't forget to like this video and also subscribe to this channel. Thank you, and we will see you in the next one.